guys in England and wherever you are at the moment, welcome to my first yoga video. So I'm going to be taking you through a short little flow today here in Sri Lanka at the beautiful sea sands. And the flow we're going to be going through today is inspired by the waves. So we're going to be doing some really lovely breath work, which is going to be calming. And you guys can use this for your morning flow. You can do it as a little prep before you go to another yoga class, or just whenever you feel like you need a little yoga dose. So hope you enjoy it. Lots of love. Namaste Yogi. So today we're just going to begin to warm up the core for our pranayama. So what we're doing is just beginning to light up that fire so that it can create a little bit of support for our spine. So we're just going to start off by taking yourselves through a cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly down, shine your heart forwards. Exhale to round the spine, drawing the chin into the chest. Keep flowing from pose to pose, opening up your heart, releasing through the spine. Breathing here. And then we're just going to gently begin to wake up our core, pressing through the tops of the feet, lifting the knees off the mat and holding here for 3 breaths. Slowly releasing the knees, toes touching, knees mat width apart, and dropping down into your child's pose. Slowly coming back up through your tabletop and going through that core exercise again, pressing through the tops of the feet. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale down, wiggling the hips from side to side. And then one more time, pressing through the tops of the feet, lifting the knees up. 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming back down. We're just going to cross our ankles over and come into our pranayama, our yogic breath work. So we're just going to start off with some gentle counting to begin our breathing. So just placing the hands onto the knees. And as always, making sure we spread a little bit of awareness into our belly, into our core. Lengthening up through the spine, closing the eyes. Just begin to soften through the jaw, through the shoulders. Coming to that place of stillness in your day. And we're just going to begin to take some deep breaths in through the nose. And exhale as you sigh it out through the mouth. Again, deeply in through the nose. Exhale as we sigh it out. One more time, in through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out so I can hear it. Keeping the eyes closed, we're just going to begin to count our breaths. Start by inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And hold. Just allowing your breath to settle back into its natural rhythm. Spreading a little bit of awareness to how the body is feeling today. Letting go of anything that might have happened earlier today or anything on that to-do list. Just being present here on your mat. slowly begin to open up the eyes, and we're just going to begin to gently warm up through the neck. So drawing your left ear in towards your left shoulder, and exhale as you roll the chin across the chest, coming over onto the other side with an inhale, and exhale, going back over to the other side, flowing with your breath, doing what feels good here. And if there's any particular places of tension, maybe we just hold it here for a breath and then continue flowing on through, coming back through your neutralized neck. When you're ready, we're going to make our way into our tabletop. So as we come through our tabletop, remembering that we've got our hands stacked beneath our shoulders, knees are beneath the hips, and I'd like for you to actively press your hands into the earth, broaden through the shoulder blades, and then really just begin to spread awareness to the body. How's it feeling today? Engaging your core very gently here, and then slowly just begin to swing the hips from side to side. Take a couple of cat-cows here. Slowly just begin to walk your hands towards center, and we're going to drop our hearts down towards the earth as you take your puppy. Breathing deep here. Start by threading the right hand underneath the left and resting down on your right shoulder here as you take your twist. Deep breaths up and down the spine into the belly here. Option to stay here or to reach your left hand up towards the sky, and then just bending through the arms, slowly begin to bind the hand behind the lower back, opening your heart towards the earth. Slowly with an inhale, coming back through center, and taking it over to the other side as you thread your left underneath the right. Inhaling back through center, walking your hands back towards your body, and we're just going to swing our hips from side to side. So we're just going to come into a variation of our gate pose. So we're just going to float from pose to pose. So I'm just changing angle here so that you guys can see it, but you'll stay this way on your mat. I'm just going to show you from this direction. So we're taking our tabletop and we're just going to step our right foot out towards the side, coming up onto the shins, so bringing the body up. We're just going to drop our right hand down towards the leg and then begin to reach over with the left hand as you take your gate pose. Breathing into the side body here, up and over with the hand, and then slowly dropping the left hand down towards the earth, reaching over with the right as you take a variation on side plank. And then slowly just begin to wave the body back and forth from pose to pose, inhaling as you rise. Exhale as you wave forwards. Inhale, we open our hearts, and exhale to wave back. Closing the eyes, doing what feels good here. And slowly coming back through center, dropping the hands down towards the earth. Breathing here, holding your tabletop, and then slowly bringing the right knee in towards the center, then stepping your left foot out towards the side and coming onto the other side. So rising up, dropping left hand down towards the left leg, reaching over with the right, and then slowly dropping right hand down towards the earth. Take a reach over with your left. Exhale to wave the body forwards, and inhale to rise. Exhale, wave. And just doing this a few more times, taking it as slow as you need to here. And then slowly coming back through center. All my hair's falling out. One second, guys. And slowly coming back to center. So coming back to your tabletop, remember you're facing the same direction on your mat as you were before. Tuck the toes underneath and then just begin to walk the hands back towards the body. Everyone's favorite, your yoga toes. We're just going to begin to work into our wrists. So just begin to circle out the wrist here, changing direction if you need to. And then slowly dropping the hands down towards the earth. We're just going to place the fingertips on the mat and then just begin to take a couple of circles around the wrist here. Flowing with the movement of your breath. What's the sound of these, the waves behind me? Changing direction. Bringing the fingertips to point towards each other and take a little sway from side to side. And then just flicking out your fingers, warming them up for your day, for your practice. Shedding all of the bad vibes. And then just bringing the hands into Anjalini Mudra, prayer position, bringing it to your third eye. Breathe into the arches of the feet. Sending some love to yourself and to others. And slowly coming back through center. So we're just going to slowly begin to tuck the toes underneath, walk the hands forward, scoop that tailbone up towards the sky as you come through your downward dog. As you arrive through downward dog, remembering that the hands are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width apart. And just begin to walk the feet out one heel at a time. Allowing your head to relax here, so taking a couple of yes and no's into the head and neck. And then slowly coming up onto the tippy toes. Inhale to rise up and exhale to ground the heels down towards the earth. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, ground. Inhale, we rise together, and this time staying up onto the balls of the feet, walking the feet towards the hand, grounding through the base of the foot, and then inhale to look up, come to your halfway lift. Exhale to draw the lower belly in and up and take a forward fold. And then just take hold of opposite elbow here, take a little sway from side to side, maybe bending through one knee at a time. Relaxing the upper body over the tops of the legs. Breathing up and down the spine here. And then slowly begin to release the hands, rolling yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming up through mountain, reach the hands above the head. And slowly back to the heart center. So we're just going to come into our mountain, release the hands down by the sides of the body, lifting the toes up off the mat and placing them one at a time down into the earth. So we're just pressing through all four corners of the feet here. And with our mountain, we want to create this sense of strength and softness. So slowly see if we can begin to create this almost like a center channel of energy running up through the pelvic floor and through the crown of the head. So we're just going to hug the thighs in and up. While we do this, see if we can just close the eyes, focus on how the body feels here in your mountain pose. Engaging our abdominals. Inhale to telescope the ribs, create length in the spine, and exhale to just soften through the shoulders. Breathe here. And then slowly, with an inhale, reach your hands up towards the sky. Exhale to dive yourself down to a forward fold. Inhale, look up to halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up through mountain, hands above the head. And back through heart center. One more time, inhale, we rise. Exhale, folding. Remember, micro bend through the knees here to take a forward fold. Inhale, look up to halfway lift. Plant the hands into the earth, stepping yourself back, taking your time to arrive into your plank position. As you arrive into plank, remember we can drop the knees at any time, otherwise we're just going to stay strong in the core here. Breathe into the tightness. And then slowly begin to drop the knees down towards the earth, keeping the elbows parallel to the sides of the body, engaging through the abdominals. We're going to make our way onto our chest. Press through the tops of the feet, and then draw the elbows in as we rise up through Cobra. Take a second to release the hands from the earth, making sure we're not dumping into the lower back, and then exhale to rise up through our downward dog. And just taking a few breaths here on your own, either settling in stillness or in movement. Closing the eyes. Slowly coming up onto the tippy toes. Either play around with bending the knees and taking a hop to the front of the mat, or stepping yourself forward as you inhale to look up into a halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold, and inhale to rise all the way back up. Hands above the head through your mountain and back to heart space. We're going to sink into our chair pose now. So bending through the knees, reach the fingertips up, length through the upper body. And then exhale to take yourself into a forward fold. Inhale, look up to halfway lift. Plant the hands, stepping or playing around with jumping yourself back into a plank position. So last time we dropped the knees, feel free to drop the knees like we did before, or maybe you play around with hugging the elbows into the side of the body, coming down onto your chest. Inhale, we're just going to rise up into our Sphinx for a second, so grounding through the forearms. See if we can tuck that tailbone underneath, just to release that compression on the lower back here. Stretching the heart away from the belly button, breathe here. Opening your heart for your practice. And then slowly releasing, stacking the feet underneath the shoulder points, press back up into your downward dog. And then we're just going to gently begin to reach our right leg up towards the sky, but pointing our right toes down towards the earth, keeping the hips level here if you can. Keeping strong in the arms, and then exhale to squeeze right knee in towards the chest and step that right foot forward. If you have to do it in a couple of steps, that's absolutely fine. Staying strong in the feet, and then reaching the hands up towards the sky as you take your high lunge. So remembering here in your high lunge that we've got the left heel lifted, toes are in the earth, and then I've lost track of what I'm saying. Reaching the hands up towards the sky, and see if we can just draw that lower belly in and up, creating strength in our pose here. Slowly play around with waking up that left leg. We're just going to drop our left knee down towards the earth. Inhale to lift. Exhale, we drop. Stay strong in the arms here, and you can even begin to add some movement. Inhale to rise. Exhale, ground. Inhale up. And exhale, ground. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale, we drop our left knee down towards the earth. Take yourself into your low lunge. You can untuck the toe or keep the toe tucked here. Reach the hands up towards the sky. Option to stay here or to interlace the fingertips, keeping your index finger pointing up towards the sky. Lengthen, and then exhale, play around with dropping the hands back behind the head. Breathing in. Slowly dropping hands down towards the earth. Framing the foot and step that right foot back. Plank position. And remember, we can drop the knees at any time if we need to, otherwise hugging the elbows into the side of the body, using them as a shelf as we draw our chest down towards the earth. Press through the tops of the feet and inhale to rise up a little bit higher if you can through your cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here, or the option here to drop down into a child's pose, take a little break. Slowly peeling yourself up, and we're going to meet each other in our downward dog position, coming on to the other side. So this time, pressing through the right foot, lifting the left leg up towards the sky. Keep the left toes point down towards the earth, and press through the ball of that left foot. Trying to keep those hips square here. Exhale to squeeze the left knee in towards the chest and step that right foot forward. So stay strong in the legs here, and as you rise up, we're coming into our high lunge. Fingertips up towards the sky. Remembering we don't want that left knee to come over the top of the ankle, so see if we can just line them up here. Press the right heel away from the body. And enjoy your high lunge here, breathe. And then we're just going to add some movement to our pose, so slowly begin to drop the right knee down towards the earth. Inhale to rise. Exhale, we maybe begin to add some movement into the hands. Inhale to rise. Exhale, drop. Inhale up. Exhale down, stay strong, you've got it. Inhale up. And then final time we drop that right knee down towards the earth and we come into our low lunge. And remember, if the knees are hurting here, feel free to pad up the knees so you can double up on the mat. Keep the right toes tucked or even press through the top of the foot. Whoop, nearly. And then slowly reaching hands up towards the sky. Interlace the fingers. Index finger pointing up towards this beautiful sky, and inhale to lengthen. Exhale, drop the hands back. Keep flowing with your breath, your moving meditation. One more breath, stay strong here, and then slowly dropping hands down towards the earth. Frame the foot, step that left foot back. Plank position, challenge yourself here, see if we can begin to shift the weight forwards, hug the elbows into the side of the body, come onto your chest, and inhale to rise up through cobra, exhale through downward dog. We're just going to begin to flow here. So we're going to try and wave the body forwards into our plank, exhale through downward dog. Forwards to plank, exhale downward dog. This time add some movement into the knees. We're going to flow ourselves from pose to pose. So bend through the knees, shift yourself. Oh, I got that one wrong. Coming back. So we're just going to shift ourselves forward to plank, and then you bend through the knees, coming up through downward dog. Keep with this movement. You got it, guys. Plank and downward dog. Slowly lifting up onto the balls of the feet, bending through the knees, hopping or stepping a step forward to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up through your chair pose and taking your mountain. Take a second to pause there. Breathe. And just focusing and observing how the body feels after our little flow. And then slowly exhale, folding yourself forward to forward fold. Inhale to look up into halfway lift. Exhale, drawing the lower belly in and up, taking your forward fold. And inhale to rise all the way back up through your mountain, hands above the head and back through heart center. Pointing the toes out, heels are pointing in on themselves, bending through the knees, and we're just going to make our way into our Yogi squat malasana. Walking the heels out, feeling your way through the pose. And then slowly bringing your hands into Anjalini Mudra, prayer position. Pressing the elbows to the inside of the thighs, lengthening up through the spine, breathe here. And I know you guys have been practicing with our crow in my last classes. We're going to have a little play with our crow, and I'd like for you to practice it at home today. So if you do have a book or something, remember when I was in the classes, we pop ourselves up onto a block or onto a book, just to give ourselves a little bit of extra height when we come into our crow. We're just going to place our hands, spreading the fingertips, press the hands into the earth, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use our arms like a shelf. Slowly begin to draw the knees in as high as you can into the armpits or into the upper arms. Engaging that Mula Bandha I talk about, see if we can lift one leg up, then the other. Bending through the knees, holding them. Don't forget your breath. And then when you come down, just slowly coming back down towards the earth and coming to seated. And we're just going to come into our cool down sequence. So we're just going to reach the fingertips, toes in front of us, pressing through the balls of the feet, popping a micro bend through our knees. Inhale to lengthen up and exhale to draw the belly into the thighs, slowly walking the hands forwards. Neutralizing our neck, so chin drawn in towards the chest. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold ourselves forward. Flowing with your breath, coming to that moving meditation space. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold forward. One more breath here. And then slowly walking hands back towards the body. So we're going to come into everyone's favourite pose. Boat. Slowly drawing the thighs in towards the chest. Remember, shins are parallel. And what we want to be doing is making sure the work's going into our core rather than into the lower back. So as you're home, you can play around with this, and if you are feeling it in your lower back, we need to start figuring out a way to feel it in the work going into the core. So firing up, shins parallel to the sky. Open up through the chest and lengthen the hands if that's possible for you today. Breathe here, hold it. Maybe play around with extending the legs out, embracing the shakes and the wobbles. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming back through center, cross the legs over, lifting the hips up. Beautiful. So we're just going to bring the soles of the feet together and check that we've got 2 hands distance in front of us here. So once we've got that, we're slowly going to thread the left hand underneath the leg, right hand underneath. And feeling that beautiful opening in your lower back, maybe just placing the forearms down onto the earth, or maybe wrapping the hands around your really dirty feet and slowly drawing the forehead in towards the feet. Breathing here. One more deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, we sigh it out. And slowly releasing the hands from underneath, placing the soles of the feet into the earth and come down onto your back. So we're just going to draw the knees in towards the chest. Take a couple of circles with the lower back here as you loosen it out. And then we're just going to cross over the ankles, take the outsides of the feet, and then just begin to take a couple of circles into the feet as we massage and release any tension that you might be holding in your back. So just changing direction. And if you want, swapping over the feet just to mix up the stretch here, or the massage. And then slowly coming back through center. Releasing for a second. And then we're just going to place the soles of the feet onto the earth and taking yourself into your bridge pose. So making sure that the knees are in line with the hip points, pressing through the arms, and then slowly begin to peel your hips off the ground. Pressing your heart towards the sky, and then maybe taking some breaths in. Exhale to release. We're going to do the same one again. Swing the knees from side to side, just massaging up the lower back. We're going to do this again, lifting the hips up towards the sky, maybe wiggling with the shoulder blades in towards each other. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Slowly releasing down. We're going to do this one more time. If you guys do want to play around with any more advanced back bends like wheel, feel free to go into this. Otherwise, we're just going to take bridge one more time. Pressing the hips up towards the sky. Wiggling the shoulder blades together, interlace the fingers. Breathe here, keep the knees drawing together. Holding here for as long as you'd like. And then slowly coming back through center, squeezing the shins in towards the chest, taking a rock from side to side. And then slowly begin to extend your feet to the end of the mat, allowing your arms to settle down by the sides. And coming to your Shavasana. Staying here in your Shavasana for however long you'd like to. Allowing your breath to settle back into its natural rhythm. And coming to that place where you allow stillness. Surrender your energy into the Mother Earth. And let go of anything that isn't serving you in a positive way. Begin to notice your journey of breath as it enters in through the nostrils and begins to take its movement through the body. Notice the rise and fall in the chest. Notice the movement in the belly. And bring yourself into the present sensations here on your mat. Stay here for as long as you'd like. ready, slowly rising up into a seated position. Coming to cross-legged, placing the hands onto the knees. Taking a second to pause, observing how the body feels after your practice today. Maybe wiping the sweat off your forehead because it's bloody hot in Sri Lanka. And then bringing the hands into heart center. Reminding ourselves that we are loved. Bringing the hands to the mouth. Reminding ourselves that we are whole. And finally to the head. Reminding ourselves that we are enough. Bowing ourselves down towards the Namaste, guys. Thank you.